handed me away. And what it was that next came in her eye, which she must dote on in extremity. Here's my messenger. How now, bad spirit! What night rule now about this haunted grove?
My mistress with a monster is in love. Near to her close, yet consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals that work for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallowest, thick-skinned of that barren sort, who Pyramus presented in their sport, forsook his scene and entered in a break. And I did him this advantage take, an ass's knoll I fixed on his head. On, his Thisbe must be answered, and forth my mimic comes, when they him spy, as wild geese that the creeping fowler eye, or russipated chops, many in sort, rising and cawing at the gun's report, settle themselves and madly sweep the sky, so at his sight, away his fellows fly. And at our stamp here o'er and o'er one falls, he murderer cries, and help from Athens calls. Their sense thus weak, their fears thus strong, made senseless things begin to do them wrong. For briars and thorns at their apparel snatch, some sleeves, some hats, from yielders all things catch. I led them on in this distracted fear, and I left sweet Pyramus translated there. When in that moment it came to pass, Titania awoke, and straightway loved an ass.
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenian's eyes with the love juice as I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping, that is done too, and the Athenian woman by his side, that when he awoke, of force she must be eyed.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This is the woman, but not this the man.
Why rebuke you him that loves you so? Lay breast so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now I but chide, but I should use thee worse, for thou I fear hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, be nor shoes in blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too. It cannot be but thou hast murdered him. So should a murder look, so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I. Pierced through the heart with your stern cruelty. And yet you, the murderer, look as bright, as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Oh, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Thou dog, thou cur! Thou drivest me past the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth be never numbered among men. Oh, once tell true even for my sake. Dost thou have looked upon him being awake? And hast thou killed him sleeping? Oh, brave touch! Could not a worm and adder do so much? An adder did it, with doubler tongue than thine.
vent your passion on a misprized mood. I'm not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead for aught that I can tell.
Pray thee, tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get there for?
A privilege never to see me more. From thy hated presence part I so. See me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here, therefore, for a while I will remain.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken, quite. Oh, then laid the love juice on some true love sight. Oh, about this wood, go swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find. All fancy sick is she and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion, see thou, bring her here. I'll charm his eyes against she do appear.
I go. Look how I go. Swifter than an arrow from a Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, seek an apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Stand aside! The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake!
Then will two at once woo one. What? That must needs be sport alone. And those things best do please me which befall preposterously.
Why should you think that I should woo and scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep, and thou so born, in their nativity all truth appears. How can these things in me seem scorn to you, bearing the badge of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning more and more. Yet these vows are Hermia's. Will you give her o'er?
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind. How will you give her o'er?
Demetrius loves her, he loves not you.
Oh, Helen! Goddess, nymph, perfect divine! To what, my love, shall I compare thine eyne? Oh, crystal is muddy. Oh, how ripe and show thy lips and grow.
Oh, sight! Oh, hell! I see you all bent to set us against me. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Oh, can you not hate me as I know you do? But you must join in souls to mock me too.
up in a poor man's eyes with your derision. And another sort would so offend a virgin and extort a poor soul's patience, all to make you sport.
You are unkind, Demetrius. Be it so. For you love Hermia, this you know I know. And here with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love I yield you up my part. And yours of Helen to me bequeath, whom I do love and will do till my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia. I will none. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her like a guest-wise sojourn. And now to Helen, it is home returned, there to remain.
Helen, it is not so.
Disparage not the fate thou dost not know, lest to thy peril thou abide dear. Look where thy love comes, yonder is thy dear.
Thou art not by mine eye, Lysander, found. Mine ear, I fainted, brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay, whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love that would not let him bide. Fair Helena, who more and gilds the night than all yon fiery oaks and eyes of light. Why seekest thou me? Could not this make thee know the hate I bear thee made me lead thee so?
You speak not as you think. It cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid! Have you conspired? Have you with these men contrived to bait me with this foul derision? Is all the counsels that we two have shared, the sisterly vows, the hours we have spent when we have chid the hasty-footed time for parting us, how is all forgot? And will you venture into love asunder and joining with men in scorning your poor friend?
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander as in scorn to follow me, praise my eyes and face, and made your other love Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot, to call me goddess, nymph, divine and rare, precious, celestial? Wherefore thus he speaks this to her hates? And wherefore doth Lysander deny your love, so rich within his soul, to tender me, forsooth, affection, but by your setting on, by your consent?
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do. Her several counterfeit, sad looks. Make mouths open upon me when I turn my back. Wink at each other. Carry the sweet jest up. This sport well carried shall be chronicled. If you have any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But fare you well. 'Tis partly my own fault, which death or absence soon should remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena. My love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Do not scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee. By my life I do. I swear to that by which I will lose for thee, to prove him false that says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
Oh, if thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Oh, quick, come!
Lysander, where to tend all this?
Wait, you Ethiop.
No. She'll seem to break loose. Take on as you would follow, but yet come not. You are a tame man. Go!
Hang off, thou cat. Thou bird. Vile thing, let loose, or I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why have you grown so rude? What change is this? sweet love!
Out, tawny Tartar! Out! Oh, loathed medicine! Oh, hated potion hands!
Do you not jest?
Oh, yes, sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What? Should I strike her, hurt her, kill her dead? Although I hate her, I will not harm her.
What? Can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me. Wherefore? Oh, me what lose my love. Am not I Hermia? Am not you Lysander? I am as fair now as I was erewhile. Since night you loved me. Night you left me. Why then you left me? For the gods forbid, in earnest shall I say.
I never did desire to see thee more. Therefore be out of hope, of question, of doubt. Be certain nothing truer. 'Tis no jest that I do hate thee, and love Helena.
Oh, me, you juggler, you canker blossom. Of love, why have you come by night and stolen my lost heart from him?
Oh, fine, I beg. Have you no modesty? No maiden shame? No touch of bashfulness? What will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, you counterfeit! You puppet!
Puppet! Why so? Aye, that way goes again. Now I perceive that she hath made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height forsooth she hath prevailed with him. And am I, are you, grown so high in his esteem, because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maypole? Speak! How low am I? I am not yet so low, but that my nails can reach unto thine eyes!
Though you want me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. I was never cursed. I have no gift at all in shrewishness. I am a right maid for my cowardice. Let her not hurt me. You perhaps may think that she is something lower than myself.
Lower heart again!
Be not afraid, Helena. She will not harm thee.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
She is angry. She is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school. And though she be but little, she is
Little! Nothing but low and little! Why will you suffer her to slap me thus? Let me come to her!
Get you gone, you dwarf! You minimus of hindering knotgrass maid. You bead. You acorn.
You are too officious in her behalf. He scorns your services. Leave her alone. Speak not of Helena. Take not her part. For if thou dost intend never so little show of love to her, thou shalt abide it!
Now she holds me not. Now follow if thou darest, to try who's right, of thine or mine, is right in Helena.
Follow! Nay, I go with thee. Cheat! By Jove!
You mistress, all this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
I will not trust you. I no longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer though to run away.
I am amazed and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence! Still thou mistakest. Or else committest thy knaveries willfully.
shadows I mistook. But did not you tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he had on?
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. I, therefore, Robin, overcast the night. The starry wealth cover thou anon with drooping form, as black as Acheron, and lead these testy rivals so astray as one come not within another's way. Like to Lysander, sometime frame thy tongue, and stir Demetrius with bitter wrong, and sometime rail thou like Demetrius. From each other, look thou, lead them thus, till o'er their brows death counterfeiting sleep, with leaden legs and batty wings doth creep, and crush this hope into Lysander's eye, whose liquor has such virtuous property to take from thence all air in his mouth, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. When they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision, and back to Athens shall the lovers win, with league whose date till death shall never end. While I this affair do thee employ, I'll to my queen admit her Indian boy. And then her Indian boy. And then I will. The charming from monstrous view in all things will be peace.
My very lord, this must be done with haste, for night's swift dragons cut the clouds full fast, and yonder shines Aurora's harbinger, at whose approach ghosts wandering here and there troop home to churchyards, damned spirits all. They willfully themselves exile from light, and must consort with black-browed night.
As you can well see, we are spirits of another sort. I with the morning's love have oft made sport. Like a forester, the groves may tread, even to the eastern gate, all fiery red. Opening on Neptune with fair blessed beams, turns into yellow gold, its soft green streams. But notwithstanding, haste! Make no delay! We may effect this business yet ere day!
Here comes one now.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now!
Here, villain, drawn and ready, where art thou?
I will be with thee straight!
Follow me like a planet ground! Listen, speak again! Thou run away, thou coward, art thou fled? Speak! Some bush? Where dost thou hide thy head?
Oh, coward! Art thou bragging to the stars, telling the bushes that thou look'st for wars, and wilt not come? Come, recreant! Come, thou child! I'll whip thee with a rod, he is defiled, that draws a sword on thee.
Yea, art thou there?
Follow my voice, we'll try no manhood here. He goes before me and still dares me on. When I come, where he calls, then he is gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I. I followed fast, but faster did he fly. That fallen am I. Oh, in dark, uneven way. Here will rest me. Come, thou gentle day, for if but once thou show me thy gray light, I'll find Demetrius and revenge this spite. Oh, coward, why comest thou not?
Bind me if thou darest, for well I wot thou hast before me. Shifting every place, darest not stand nor look me in the face. Where art thou now?
Come hither, I am here.
Nay, and thou mockest me. Thou shalt buy this dear if ever I thy face by daylight see. Go thy way. Faintness constraineth me to measure out my length on this cold bed. My days approach. Oh, look, me visited.
Weary night. A long, tedious night. Many hours. The shine comes from the east, and I may back to Athens by daylight. From these that might come death. Oh, sleep. I sometimes shuts up sorrow's eyes. Give me away while the mind is
Yet but three. Oh, come one more. But two of both kinds make up four. Here she comes.
On the ground, sleep sound, I look like to your eye, gentle lover remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. And the country proverb known, that every man shall have his own, upon your waking shall be shown. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill, the man shall have his mare again, and all will be well.
Come, sit thee down upon this flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses in thy sleek smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle.
Where's Peas Blossom?
Ready?
Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Where's Mistress Cobweb?
Ready?
Mistress Cobweb, good mistress, get you your weapons in your hand, and kill me a red-hipped humblebee on the top of the thistle. And, mistress, bring me the honey bag. Do not fret yourself too much in the action, mistress. And, good mistress, have a care that the honey bag break not. I'd be loath to have you overflown with the honey bag. Where's Mistress Mustard Seed?
Ready?
Give me your neath, good mistress. Oh, I pray you leave your courtesy.
What's your will?
Nothing, mistress, but to help Cavalier Cobweb his scratch. I must to the barber, mistress, and he thinks I'm marvelous hairy about the face. And I'm such a tender ass, if my hair do but tickle me, I must scratch.
What? Wilt thou have some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let's have the tongues and the bones.
Or say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat?
Truly, a peck of provender. I could munch your good dry oats. Methinks I have a great desire for a bottle of hay. Good hay, sweet hay, hath no fellow.
I have a venturous fairy that shall seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
I'd rather have a handful or two of dried peas. But I pray you, let none of your people stir me. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and the nodding violet grows, quite o'er-canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses and with eglantine. Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be always away. So doth the woodbine the sweet honeysuckle gently twist. The female ivy so enrings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Thou seest this sweet sight. On her dotage now I do begin to pity, for meeting her of late behind the wood. I did upbraid her and fall out with her, for she his hairy temples then had rounded with coronet of fresh and fragrant flowers, and that same dew which on the buds was wont to swell like rounded orient pearls, stood now within this pretty floweret's eyes, like tears
from disgrace bewail.
And when I, at my pleasure, taunted her, and she in mild terms sped my patience, I then did ask her changeling child, which straight she gave me, and her fairy sent to bear him to my bower in fairyland. Now I have the boy. I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And gentle Puck, take this transformed scalp off the head of this Athenian swain, that he, waiting when the other do, may all to Athens back again repair, and think no more of this night's accidents, but as the fierce vexation of a dream. But first, I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou wast wont to be. See as thou wast wont to see. Dian's bud, or Cupid's flower, hath such force and blessed power. Now, Titania, wake you my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions I have seen. Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how my eyes do loathe his visage
Oh,
now.
silence a while. Robin, take off his head. Titania, music call and strike more dead than common sleep of all these five the sense.
Music, ho, music such as charmeth sleep.
Now, when thou wakest, with thine own fool's eyes, peep.
Sound music. Come, my queen, take hands with me, and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance at Duke Theseus' house triumphantly, and blessed to all best prosperity. There shall the pairs of faithful lovers be wedded with Theseus in all jollity.
Fairy king, attend and mark. I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silence sad, trip we after night's shade. We the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I sleeping here was found with these mortals on the ground.
Go, one of you, find out the forester. For now, our observation is performed, and since we have devoured of the day, my love shall hear the music of my hounds. Uncouple in the western valley. Let them go. Dispatch, I say, and find the forester. We will, fair queen, up to the mountain's top, and mark the musical confusion of hounds and echo in conjunction.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once, when in a wood of Crete they bathed the bear with hounds of Sparta. Never had I heard such gallant chiding, for besides the groves, the skies, the fountains, every region near seemed all one mutual cry. I never heard more musical a discord, such sweet thunder.
My hounds were bred out of the Spartan kind, so flued, so sanded, and their heads are hung with ears that sweep away the morning dew, crook-kneed and dewlapped like the salient bulls, slow in pursuit, but matched in mouth like bells, each under each. A cry more tunable was never hallooed to nor cheered with horn, in Crete, in Sparta, nor in Thessaly. Judge when you hear. But soft, what nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep. And this Lysander, and Demetrius is, and Helena. Old Leader's Helena. I wonder at their being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May, and hearing our intention came here in grace of our solemnity. But, speak, Aegis, is not this the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Go, bid the huntsmen wake them with their horns. Tomorrow, friends, St. Valentine is past. Begin these woodbirds but to couple now?
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world that hatred is so far from jealousy, to sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly, half sleep, half waking. But as yet, I swear I cannot truly say how I came here. But as I think, for truly would I speak. And now I do bethink me, so it is. I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might...
Enough! Enough, my lord, you have enough. I beg the law upon his head. They would have stolen away. They would, Demetrius, thereby to have defeated you and me. You of your wife and me of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth, of this their purpose hither to this wood, and I in fury hither followed them. Fair Helen in fancy following me. But my good lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is, my love for Hermia melted as the snow. Seems to me now as a remembrance of night of God, which in my childhood I did dote upon. But all the faith, virtue of my heart, the object and pleasure of mine eye, was only Helena. To her, my lord, was I betrothed ere I saw her yet. Like a sickness that I loathe this food, but as in health, come to my natural taste. And now I do wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we more will hear anon. Aegis, I will overbear your will, for in the temple, by and by, with us, these couples shall eternally be knit. And for the morning now is something worn, our purposed hunting shall be set aside. Away with us to Athens. 3 and 3 will hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
These things seem small and indistinguishable. Like far off mountains turning into clouds.
Methinks I see these things with parted eye, when everything looks double.
So methinks, and I have found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own and not mine own.
Are you sure we are awake? It seems to me yet that we sleep and dream. But do you not think the Duke was here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father.
And Hippolyta?
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why, then we are awake. Let's follow him. And by the way, let us recount our dreams.
cue comes, call me. I'll answer. My next is most fair Pyramus.
Hey ho, Peter Quince. Flute the bellows mender. Snout the tinker, starveling. God's my life. Stolen hence and left me asleep. I've had a most rare vision. I've had a dream past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Man would be a fool to go about and expound on a mystery. Thought I was. So no man can say what. Thought I was, and he thought I had. A man is but a patched fool if you offer to say what he thought I had. The eye of man hath not heard, the ear of man hath not seen. Man's hand is not able to taste, his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I will get Peter Quince to write me a ballad of this dream, and it shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom. And I will sing it at the latter end of the play before the Duke. Peradventure, to make it more gracious, I shall say it at her death.
No more words. Away. Go in.
More strange than true. I never may believe these antique fables nor these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies that apprehend more than fool reason ever comprehends. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet are of imagination all compact. One sees more devils than vast hell can hold. That is the madman. The lover, all is frantic, sees Helen's beauty in a brow of Egypt. The poet's eye in a fine frenzy rolling doth glance from heaven to earth, from earth to heaven, and as imagination bodies forth the forms of things unknown, the poet's pen turns them to shapes, and gives to airy nothing a local habitation and a name. Such tricks hath strong imagination, that if it would but apprehend some joy, it comprehends some bringer of that joy. Or in the night, imagining fear, how easy is a bush supposed to bear?
And all the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together. More witnesseth than fancies images, and grows to something of great constancy, but howsoever strange and admirable.
Here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friend. Joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
More than to us, wait in your royal walks, your board, your bed.
Come now, what masks, what dances shall we have to wear away this long age of 3 hours between our after supper and our bedtime? Where is our usual manager of mirth? What revels are in hand? Is there no play to ease the anguish of a torturing hour? Call Philostrate.
Here, mighty Theseus.
See what abridgment have you for this evening? What mask, what music? How shall we beguile the lazy time, if not with some delight?
There is a brief. How many sports are ripe? Make choice of which your highness will see first.
The battle with the centaurs, to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp. Well, none of that. That have I told my love in glory of my kinsman Hercules. The riot of the tipsy bacchanals tearing the Thracian singer in their rage. That is an old device, and it was played when I from Thebes came last a conqueror. The thrice three muses mourn for the death of learning, of late deceased in beggary. That is some satire, keen and critical, sorting with the nuptial ceremony. A tedious, brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe. Very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical, tedious and brief. That is hot ice and wondrous strange snow. How shall we find the concord in this discord?
There is a play, my noble lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play. But by 10 words, my noble lord, it is too long, which makes it tedious. For in all the play, there's not one word apt, not one player fitted, and tragical, my noble lord, it is. For Pyramus therein doth kill himself, which when I saw rehearsed, I must confess, made mine eyes water. But more merry tears the passion of loud laughter never shed.
What are they that you play it?
Hard-handed men that work in Athens here, who've never labored in their minds till now. And now have toiled their unbreathed memories with this same play against your nuptials.
And we will hear it.
No, my noble lord, it is not for you. I have seen it over. It is nothing, nothing in all the world. Unless you can find sport in their intent, extremely stretched and calmed with cruel pain to do you service.
I will hear that play, for never anything can be amiss when simpleness and duty tender it. Go, bring them in, and take your places, ladies.
I love not to see wretchedness o'ercharged, and duty in his service perishing.
Why, gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing.
But she says they can do nothing in this kind.
The kind are we to give them thanks for nothing. Our sport shall be to take what they mistake, and what poor duty cannot do, noble respect takes it in might, not merit.
So please your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Him approach.
If we offend, it is with our good will. That you think we come not to offend, but with good will. To show our simple skill, that is the true beginning of our end. Consider then, we come but in despite. We do not come as minding to content you, our true intent is. All for your delight. We are not here. That you should here repent you. The actors are at hand, and by their show you shall know all that you are like to know.
This fellow does not stand upon points.
He hath writ his prologue like a rough colt. He knows not to stop. A good moral, my lord. It is not enough to speak, but to speak true.
Indeed, he hath played on this prologue like a child on a reporter. A sound, but not in government.
His speech was like a tangled chain. Nothing apparent, but all disorder. Who is next?
Oh! Gentles. Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. The beauteous Lady Thisbe? Is certain. This man with lime and rough cast doth present Wall. That vile Wall which did these lovers sunder, and through Wall's chink poor souls they are content to whisper. Oh. Chink! At the which let no man wonder. This man with lanthorn dog and bush of thorn presenteth moonshine.
This lanthorn doth a horned moon present.
For few will know, by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn to meet at Ninny's tomb there to woo. This grisly beast, which lion hight by name, the trusty Thisbe coming first by night did scare away, or rather did affright.
Ooh.
And as she fled, her mantle she did fall, which lion with vile bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain. Whereat, with blameful bloody blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast. And Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest, that lion, moonshine, Wall, and lovers twain had large discourse, while here they do remain.
Wonder if lion be to speak.
No wonder, my lord. One lion may when many asses do.
In this same interlude, it doth befall that I, one snout by name, present a wall, and such a wall as I would have you think that had in it a crannied hole or a chink. Through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, did whisper often, very secretly.
This loan,
This loan,
this rough cast,
this rough cast,
and this stone,
and this stone doth show that I am that same wall. The truth is so, and this the cranny is, right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you desire lime and hair to speak better?
It is the wittiest partition that I ever heard discourse, my lord.
Pyramus approaches the wall. Silence.
O grim look night, O night with hue so black, O night which ever is when day is not. O night, O night.
alack,
Alack, alack, alack. I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot. And thou, O wall, O sweet, O lovely wall, that stands between her father's ground and mine. O wall, O sweet, O lovely wall. Show me thy chink to blink through with mine eye. Show me thy chink. Thanks, courteous wall. Jove shield thee well for this. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see. O wicked wall, through whom I see no bliss, cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
No, with truth, sir, he should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She's to enter now, and I will spy her through the wall. You will see it all fall out as I told you. Yonder she comes.
O wall, for often hast thou heard my name.
O wall, for often hast thou heard my moans, for pardoning my fair pyramids and me. My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones of hair knit up in thee.
I see a voice. I spy, and I can hear thy Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
My love, thou art my love, I think.
Think what thou willst, I am thy lover's grace. I am like Lamander, am I trusty still?
And I like Helen to the fates me kill.
Not Shaftless to Procus was so true.
As Shaftless to Procus, I to you.
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
I kiss the wall's hole, not your lips at all.
Oh, will we meet me at Ninny's tomb? Ninny's tomb, straight away.
Thy life, thy death, I come without delay.
Thus have I, wall, my part discharged so, and being done, wall away doth go.
Wall down between the neighbors. Here come two noble beasts in the man and the lion.
You ladies, whose gentle hearts do fear, the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor. On floor. May now, perchance, both quake and fear, as lion, rough and wild as rage doth roar. Roar! No, that I, as slug a joiner, a lion fell, nor else no lion's dam. For if I, as lion, come in strife into this place, to pity on my life.
A very gentle beast, and of a good conscience.
The very best that a beast, my lord, that e'er I saw.
This lanthorn doth a horny moon present.
no crescent, and the horns are invisible within the circumference.
This lanthorn doth a horned moon present, and I am the man in the moon.
This is the greatest error of all the rest. The man should be placed into the lanthorn. How is it else the man in the moon?
He dares not come there for the candle, for you see it is already in snuff.
I am aweary of this moon. Would he would change.
It appears by his small light of discretion that he is in the wane. But, in courtesy, in all reason, we must stay the time.
Proceed, moon.
All I'm trying to tell you is that this lanthorn is the moon. I am the man in the moon. That thorn bush is my thorn bush, and that dog is my dog.
Why, all these should be in the lanthorn, for all these are in the moon. But silence, here comes Thisbe.
This is old Nini's tomb.
Ninnis!
Where is my lord?
Oh.
Well, Lord,
Well shown, moon. Truly, the moon shines with grace.
Well moused, lion.
And so the lion vanished.
And then came Pyramus.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by thy gracious gold and glittering gleams, I trust to take of truest Thisbe's sight. But stay, no spite, but mark, poor knight, what dreadful dole is here. Eyes, do you see? How can this be? O dainty duck, oh dear. Thy mantle good. Thy mantle good. Thy mantle good. What? Stained with blood. Approach, ye furies fell. Fates, come, come, cut thread and thrum. Quail crush, conclude and quell.
This passion and the death of a dear friend would go near to make a man look sad.
Beshrew my heart, but I pity the man.
Oh, wherefore, nature, didst thou lion frame? Since lion vile did here deflower my dear. That is...
Was.
No, that was. The fairest dame, that lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer. Come, tears confound, out sword, and... out sword. Out sword, and wound the pap of Pyramus. Aye, that left pap where heart doth hop. Thus die I, thus. Now I'm dead. Now I'm fled. My soul's in the sky. Come, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight.
This lanthorn doth a haunted moon.
Die. No die, but an ace for him, for he is but one.
Less than an ace, man, for he is dead. He is nothing.
With the help of a surgeon, he may yet recover, and yet prove an ass.
How chance moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her lover.
She will find him by starlight. Here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
Methinks she should not use a long one for such a Pyramus. I hope she will be brief.
A mote will turn the balance. Which Pyramus, which Thisbe is the better? He for a man, God warrant us. She for a woman, God bless us.
She hath spied him already with those sweet eyes.
Oh.
And thus she means Fidelicet.
Asleep, my love? Dead, my dove? Oh, Pyramus, arise, speak, speak, quite dumb. Dead?
Dead?
A tomb must cover thy sweet eyes, these lily lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks are gone, gone. Lovers make moan, with eyes as green as leeks. Come, sisters three. Come to me, with hands as pale as milk, lay them in gold. Since they ashore, with shears this thread of silk, come, trusty sword. Trusty sword. Trusty sword. Come and bleed my breast to brew. And farewell, friends, thus this the ends. Adieu, adieu, adieu.
Moonshine and Lion are left to bury the dead.
Aye, and the wall too.
No, I assure you the wall is down and part of your father.
Would you care to see the epilogue, or hear a burgomask dance between two of our company?
No epilogue, I pray you. Your play needs no excuse. Never excuse, for when the players were all dead, there need none to be blamed. Mary, if he that writ it had played Pyramus and hanged himself in Thisbe's garter, it would have been a fine tragedy. And so it is, truly and very notably discharged. But come, your burgomask, let your epilogue alone. The iron tongue of midnight hath told 12. Lovers to bed, 'tis almost fairy time. I fear we shall outsleep the coming morn as much as we this night have overwatched. This palpable gross play hath well beguiled the heavy gate of night. Sweet friends to bed, a fortnight hold we this solemnity, in nightly revels and new jollity. Come, Hippolyta.
Now the hungry lion roars, whilst the wolf behowls the moon, and the heavy plowman snores, all with weary task fordone. Now the wasted brands do glow, whilst the screech owl, screeching loud, puts the wretch that lies in woe in remembrance of a shroud. Now it is the time of night, the graves all gaping wide. Everyone lets forth his sprite in churchway paths to glide. And we fairies that do run by the triple Hecate's team from the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream. Now our frolic. Not a mouse shall disturb this hallowed house I am sent with broom before, to sweep the dust behind the door.
Through this house give glimmering light, by the dead and drowsy fire, every elf and fairy sprite hop as light as bird from briar, and this ditty after me sing and dance it trippingly.
First rehearse your song by rote, to each word a warbling note. Hand in hand with fairy grace, will we sing in blessing's place.
Now until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray, to the best bride bed will we, which by us shall blessed be, and this issue there create ever shall be fortunate, so shall all the couples three ever true in loving be. And the blots of nature's hand shall not in their issue stand, never mole, hairlip, nor scar, nor mark prodigious, such as are despised in nativity, shall upon their children be. And this field do consecrate, every fairy take his gate, and each several chamber bless, throughout this palace with sweet peace, and the owner of it blessed, ever shall in safety rest. Trip away, make no stay, meet me all by break of day.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have yet but slumbered here, whilst these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest puck, if we now have unearned luck to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long. Else the puck a liar call. So good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.